You know, occasionally, I actually give the person who yells first in our comment section, like literally the first comment, I actually give them a gold medal. I mean, like literally. Let's see. Let me actually go into the YouTube studio here. Go into the comments. Here we go. And first, here we are. There it is. Just give him a gold medal. There's your medal. Oh gosh, I need to. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can find the. Okay, hold on. Gold medal.
Might just be called medal.
Maybe. Damn it. There it is. Aha! Oh, I just gave him 2 gold medals. There we are. See, first comment. So close. So close. They have actually. There's.
How do you tell which one's first?
By which one's like lowest on here.
Oh, okay.
Also, you can do the thing where you actually go here and newest one first. Scroll all the way to the bottom. There's actually 2 before supposed first comment. So yeah, I started doing that, and I guess people find it funny because hey, 9 likes. That is pretty funny. Just people finding it funny that I do that. So, comment sections are always a little weird to go through sometimes. Sometimes you get people having logical conversations. Sometimes you get people just like standing for something. Then you get people who are just like, "Hey, check out my YouTube channel here." At least that's how that I think they are like. I think YouTube is sort of ratcheted down on that, and they basically just like cut off the ability to let people advertise their shit on someone else's. I mean, I kind of like that, but at the same time, if someone really is like, I know personally has like a part 2 or has like their POV of our gameplay or stuff like that, I'd like for them to be able to leave stuff down below, and I could approve it. And like pin it to the top. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot that goes into the comment section, and a lot of it that I do read. I guess that's why my mental health is so horrible. Because there's some low tier like garbage down there, and I'm just every time I see it, I get dizzy, and my brain is just like trying to like gnaw its way out of the back of my skull.
I check it sometimes nowadays. I just don't check it as much now that I'm not logged into the channel on my computer anymore.
Oh yeah, I need to redo that for you.
Yeah, but like I would check today on the Jaden video, and it was the Adventure Time. It was when Ice King disguised himself as the horse.
Yeah,
and
you called that.
Claire reminded me that it was like, yeah, that horse is whack with poo brain. And I was like, I remember cracking up about them saying that.
Yeah, the horse is whack, poo brain.
It has the poo brain.
Whack.
And the horse is just like,
Oh, God. Anyway, so yeah, the comment section filled with all sorts of things. Let's see what James has to say about it. Here we go.
First. Who else is watching this in current year? I'm first. No, I'm first. Everyone needs to know I was the first person to leave a comment on this YouTube video. Please, I don't have a lot going on right now. Fellas, I'm just gonna go ahead and say what we're all thinking here. This video is a forgery.
Why is there a cute little bunny eating a strawberry in the back rooms?
And also a homosexual. Hey! Why are we spending our finite time spreading negativity and arguing with strangers whose minds will never change? Are we really and arguing with strangers
Also,
whose mind...
subs over dubs. I like subs more than dubs. Sometimes I feel like that old man.
will never change.
I don't, because
I don't really care anymore.
I've never understood why people can't watch both and actually think for themselves on which one they like better out of the two.
I don't know.
It's like everybody's like, sub's better than dub, and I'm just like, Cowboy Bebop, man. Like, no.
You're like,
You're never gonna convince me that watching the sub for Cowboy Bebop is greater than hearing the phenomenal job that all the voice actors did in that show for the English dub.
Also, there's a lot of people out there who say, well, that's just the exception to prove the rule. I'm like, incorrect. Because there's plenty other anime out there where the dub is actually better than the sub.
And then there are plenty of anime that I've watched where, yes, the sub is better than the dub. And I have definite reasons, like, for why I think so.
Yeah.
Such as Attack on Titan, where they changed the sounds of the Titans unnecessarily.
Oh, God,
like, they sounded way more brutal in the original. And they sound like they got filters over their voices and sound like they tried to make them sound like Jurassic Park dinosaurs on the dub, so it's just dumb at that point.
Agreed. Anyway.
Then, like, there's Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm like, I like both. I think they're both really good.
Alright, let's get back to this.
Are we really that bitter we have to bring others down? These
Yes.
comments are pointless because everyone knows I'm first. Comment sections in some form or another have been around since the internet's conception, and I don't see them ever going away. So in like 200 years, historians are going to be studying ancient comments to see what life was like back then.
Why?
Underneath this video and any other video ever posted is an open forum for anyone who watched the video to leave their semi-unfiltered, anonymous opinions. And nothing bad has ever come from it. Wait, are you scrolling down to read the comments while the video is playing? You haven't even finished the video and you're...
Boom! I'm back, dummy! Sorry.
Reading the comments? I'm sorry, did I bore you? Are you bored? No, that's fine.
I'm not bored. I'm not bored. I'm not made out of wood. I mean, actually, a more effective way of telling that joke is just like, of course I'm bored. I'm a 2x4.
Fine, don't mind me. It's not like we were in the middle of a one-sided conversation or anything. Also, if you see any spam bots, can you report them for me? They're a real problem. Like most people, I will watch a video and then not add anything to the conversation and go about my day, watching more videos. And I know the vast majority of you do this too, because let's math something out. If we look at my last video and take the total amount of comments and divide it by views, we only get 0.4% of people who watch the video leave a comment.
That is... Oh. Also, he disliked his own video. Jesus, James.
My thing is, like, I don't always have anything to say about a video on the comment section that I think would be relevant at all. Like, a lot of the times if I leave a comment, it's actually because the person in the video that made it asks a question of their comment section.
That's something I've seen as well, yeah.
You know. And like usually when I find a new YouTuber that I really enjoy several of their videos, after like 2 or 3 videos, I'll leave them a comment and I'm like, you gotta subscribe for me. Good job. Keep up the good work type thing, you know?
Yeah.
That's not a whole lot. Oh, I know. What if we look at a YouTuber apology video?
How many people are gonna reference that shit? I've seen it. I've seen that reference to that ukulele bitch like at least in 20 plus videos.
I guess everybody just thought that was very lolcow.
Oh, it is very lolcow. It is lolcow rafflecopter.
I'm sure there's a bunch of people leaving comments, you know, letting people know their thoughts and having a civil discussion. Huh. Only 0.3% of people who watched the video left a comment.
Also, I see all the bots. Look at that. 12 million views. 2 likes. There's a problem here.
That is definitely botted.
Well,
Yes.
Only 0.3% of people who watched the video left a comment. Every video I did the math on only ever had a 0.5% view to comment ratio. So if only 0.5% of people are leaving comments, why am I talking about them? Because while most of us aren't comment leavers, I know the majority of us are comment readers. This video and the comment section are digital neighbors. You literally don't have to travel far to read comments. They're right there. Sorry if you're watching this on a TV, by the way. They are there, trust me. And I can prove most people are comment readers because a lot of times a single comment will get more thumbs up than there are total comments on a video. Which, of course they do, because...
Yeah, that happened to me. I actually ratioed a Game of Thrones video a long time ago. It was when spoilers. It was when Tommen. It was after the Sept of Baelor was blown up by Cersei, and Tommen basically takes his crown off, and then just like walks out the window and just falls to his death. I made a comment down below that said, Sire, your mother wishes to speak with you immediately. And he goes, tell her I'll be right down. and then all of a sudden, like, just everyone, like, that had more likes, not only than more comments, but my comment had more likes at the time than the video had likes. It was so bad. And I was just like, and there were people commenting on it just being like, oh my God, dude. Holy, like, this killed me. I was dead. And I'm like, hey, sometimes you hit a home run. I was proud of myself for that one. Probably my favorite comment of all time is Seth Everman on Billie Eilish's I'm the Bad Guy music video. His was I'm the Bald Guy. I love Seth Everman so much.
I can't remember what it was. I commented on something one time and it blew up, but I forgot what it was because I don't care that much.
Oh, and then there's another one. I still get comments for it to this day. It's with the Jacksepticeye Poppy Playtime Chapter 2, where it's him and he's just like, hey, I'm in Poppy Playtime Chapter 2, and I'm like, Jack, clearly that's not you. It says in the credits, Sean McLaughlin. Yeah. To which everyone was just like, that's his real name! That's his real name! And there were so many people who were just like, that's the joke! Oh, God. Anyway, sorry.
Who's going to take the time to write out a whole comment when they could just thumbs up the ones they agree with? The relationship between...
I always advocate for that. Because we keep getting the same comments over and 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 over again. When
you could just like a comment that someone else left that says the same thing.
Exactamundo.
Yeah. I mean, I guess technically, though, the comment interaction is probably still good for the algorithm.
It is. If anything, hey, leave a comment and like the one that you agree with. Hell, both of you get your shine on.
YouTuber and comment section is a little complicated.
Excuse me.
For one, it's the only time I get to kind of have a conversation with 0.4% of you. If you feel so inclined, you can type out a response to...
Hold on. Real quick question. James has currently 19.2 million subscribers. So let's do some rough math on that. So 19.2 million viewers or subscribers, and out of all of his videos, how many did he say again?
0.4% of you.
0.4%. So times that by 0.04. Oh wait, no, that's 0.4. So that's wait. Oh no, it is 0.04. Sorry. That is still 768,000 people. That is insane. Think about that. Because, oh my gosh, I wouldn't know what to do if I were in a room with 768,000 people.
You said he had how many subs?
19,200 or 19,200. 19.2. 19 point, yeah. And then...
No, he has more subs than 19,200.
Not 19 million, sorry.
Yeah.
19,200,000.
Okay.
Or 200... Yeah, 200,000.
Yeah, that's 76,000 people.
Yeah. I wouldn't know what to do if I was stuck in a room with 76,000 people. I think I got my decimal points wrong. Sorry about that. It's not 768,000, it's 76,800. But imagine that. You filled up a stadium of people who are your fans, and you're trying to interact with all of them like, hey, how's everybody doing? Doing good? Good. Glad to hear it. One question at a time, please. Oh, God.
And you're there for 76,000 people before you finally cut it off.
Yes.
For fear of dying from starvation, thirst, and sleep deprivation.
Yes. Be like, all right, everyone, I'm taking a lunch break. I will still answer questions, but please allow me time to eat.
Yeah, it's more like per video, like he's showing there. There's probably like 3 people in response to.
Yes.
So.
Yeah.
If you feel so inclined, you can type out a response to this video, give me feedback, tell a joke, or post a timestamp of a part you liked, and there's a 99% chance I'll never see that. But if I do, and I like what you said enough, I can give your comment a little heart badge.
Yeah.
I perceive this guy. Although there are some challenges with comment sections that are not exclusively
I've gotten
YouTuber
a couple
problems.
heart badges from
Even
YouTubers that I'm just like, holy shit, they noticed.
Yeah. That's happened to me too. Whenever, but when the YouTuber goes out of his way to like go into like when people who we react to come into our comment section and comment back like Dead Meat, Epic Rap Battles of History, Epic Lloyd, dude, I am flabbergasted by just how much if they notice us, so like.
Still, the most surprising one for me was Damien adding me on Discord.
Oh yeah, same dude. Damien's
adding
cool
me
as
a friend on Discord. I was just like, holy shit, is that actually Damien?
Damien
yep, it's
is
me. Hey,
cool,
how's it going?
as cool as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
In the early days of the internet, comment sections have had a reputation of being toxic and argumentative. I will say I have noticed that comment sections are not as toxic as they were in the 2000s.
He can't even box. Netflix show was come on, dude.
2010s. Maybe websites have just gotten better at moderating, but I've noticed an overall decrease in the amount of slurs and KYSs compared to when I was 13. So good job, comment section.
It's not because people have gotten better. It's because the bots have gotten better.
Yeah, the bots have gotten better at spotting the,
You're growing up. I think there are 3 reasons why comment sections can be very toxic. Number 1, people are more likely to speak out when they disagree with something rather than agree with it.
Also, another thing too is whenever you have a logical conversation in person, you're less likely to blow up in person at that person if you disagree with them. Because online, it's like you comment on something, it's just like, hey, I really like this video. And then all of a sudden someone's just like, well, I really fucking hate this video. And because you're behind a veil of anonymity. Whereas if you were in person, be like, Nick, and just be like, you know what, Nick? I think Genshin Impact is pretty mid. There you go. He disagrees with me. But in all honesty, it is a lot more
I disagree
difficult.
with you, and I think that you haven't actually played it, so how would you know?
That's the other thing too. You can call me out on my bullshit in real life because you know exactly. You see, there's so many layers to conversation that commenting to each other back and forth, there is so much context that is not there and people are missing. And instead of just weaving together an actual logical conversation, instead it's like they wind up just getting angry at each other and spewing vitriol. That's all it devolves into. It's like you've devolved back into being cavemen. It's like, hey, I really like this. Well, I hate this. Well, I hate you. Me hate you too. Me want kill you. Kill yourself. Blah, 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 blah. That's basically what it becomes.
If you come across the comment, I like cats, You're not gonna go out of your way to comment, I agree with your opinion, cats are lovely. You might give the comment a thumbs up, but otherwise you're just gonna keep scrolling. But if you're someone who only likes dogs and you have too much free time, now you're getting all worked up seeing a different opinion than yours, so you're gonna comment, this is really insensitive to dogs. You know, my dog could beat up your cat.
Exactly. There's always those idiots in the comment section that ruin everything.
Some of our longest comment sections, too, are the ones where we've pissed people off.
Oh, dude, the Popeye and Saitama one, that one continues to grow.
More recently, we've pissed off the bronies, and I'm still getting notifications about my replies to people occasionally.
Well,
just like, your fan base has some fucked up things in it. Address it. Deal with it.
So, here's the thing about pissing off the brony community. I don't give a shit, and I never
Out of all the communities
will.
that I could really, like, care less if they are angry at me, that's probably up there in the top 10.
I don't care. Look, I am entitled to my opinion, and look, I'm not saying, I never said, this is the thing, you always do this, everyone always does this.
Put words in our mouth.
Exactly. Yeah. They overgeneralize. Whenever I say there are some degenerates in the brony community, they go,
you're implying that all of us are like that.
Who the fuck said that?
Yep.
Who the fuck said that? Who? I ask you, who? You did.
Mm-hmm.
You did.
You're implying. You're directly saying.
Exactly. Because you're so used to defending the nonsense.
Yep.
You're so used to just being like, treating everyone like an enemy instead of actually addressing the problem and doing something about it.
You know who the most chill people in those communities are whenever those situations happen? There's somebody that's like, yes, this is a trash tier community.
Exactly.
I still like the show, though. I'm like, fair. Like, fair.
I accept that.
Like, but admit that your community has major fucking problems rather than trying to be like, you're trying to group us all in with your duties.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. You want to make everyone your enemy so it makes it easier for you to argue.
No, you don't. You want your community to be viewed as something it's not, which is like 100% free of any kinds of problems. And
I hate to break it. There is no community out there that is free of that. Exactly.
Those don't exist.
Even people who say, well, Undertale's pure. No, the fuck it is not. Some random.
No, I've personally seen fan art of Goat Mom getting railed.
Oh, and not only that, but I have also been sent a slash fiction where it was this dude. It was like, hey man, I'm really into story writing. Tell me what you think of my story. And it was a slash fiction of this guy hooking up with Sans and getting very descriptive and very detailed about how thick his bones were in specific areas, if you know what I mean. Their words, by the way. And I wrote back. I'm like, look, man, I appreciate the fact that you sent this to me as like a fan. But this isn't really something that I'm into. I'm sorry, but I couldn't finish it. And then the guy literally wrote back, I hope your entire family dies in a fire. Yeah. And I was like, I didn't even say anything that defamatory or bad. I just said it's not my cup of tea. But because it's so easy to make someone your enemy online, and people would rather do that because it is so easy to launch hate instead of actually embracing someone's different ideals and being like, you know what? Fair point. You have your points. I have my points. Let's just agree to disagree. Instead, it's like...
That's why I like that meme recently that's like basically like the one guy that's like crying. He's like, no, it's not like that. And then like the ones below it is like, yes, our community is trash. And then it's like, yes. And it's the two like golden bearded Chad guys.
Yeah, the golden bearded Chads, yeah.
It's like one of the things was like, I don't agree with it because Kingdom Hearts actually kind of makes sense to me, weirdly. But it's like Kingdom Hearts is like absolutely like ridiculous and makes no sense. And it's like, no, it's not. You just don't understand it. And it's like Metal Gear Solid is absolutely ridiculous and makes no sense. Yes. Like,
it's true. It's true.
And it's like I see the comments like sometimes, and it's usually, and like he says, the people who agree don't really feel the need to say something is bad. It's all the people that are pissed that are going to say something. But the one or two guys I see that do feel like they'll go ahead and make a comment, it's usually like, yes, this community is a cesspool.
Yes.
Like, but I still like the show. And I'm like, you're cool.
Fair enough. You're
cool. Like, that's fine. Enjoy your show.
Thank you for presenting yourself in a logical and calm way, and rational way, instead of just like waylaying with like open, like just like swinging both fists like wildly, just being like blah, 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 blah. Sorry. It happens so often on the internet, and it's not just the Brony community. It's communities that I just.
It's communities I'm in too. Like Attack on Titan's fan base is a cesspool. When I first got into Attack on Titan, everybody that I knew that watched it was very cool, and I already predicted. I was like, this show's gonna blow up when the dub drops.
Yes,
and absolutely it did. And the next convention we went to, because I was going to conventions with like a cosplay group at that point, we were all just like, oh god, because of the cringiness and just the people acting fools dressed up in Attack on Titan cosplays.
Yeah.
And like it went from 0 to 100 real fast on like there's a bunch of messed up people that like the show now.
Oh yeah,
like,
and the amount of like risque artwork you see on characters who, by the way, are underage, it is horrifying.
Yeah.
It is awful.
I get advertisements on Facebook sometimes, and it's just like, here's this risque character from an anime you like, and I'm just like, that character's underage, Facebook.
What the fuck? Ugh. Anyway, sorry.
So every comment section will eventually devolve into a cesspool full of people who disagree with each other. But the toxicity is only magnified because of reason number 2, people are anonymous. When you don't have to face real-world repercussions for all the reprehensible shit you say, there's no limit to the things you won't spout out. Although there is something to be said about never being truly anonymous online. Maybe in the pre-Facebook era you could get away with saying some messed up stuff, but now if you upset the wrong person, they'll post your IP address, so...
That's very true.
That is, unless you're using a VPN.
Sir Docs the Third.
Oh my god. You want to... Okay, I'm going to talk about this. And
well, also, if you're a public figure now, you have definite real-world repercussions for what you say. You can go around saying stuff like that. Yes.
So, I'm going to say this, and I don't care if her entire community comes after me for this. SS Sniper Wolf, you're a piece of shit. Okay? What you did to Jack Films and you doxing him and posting his physical address on Instagram, you're an idiot.
It's illegal.
You are an idiot.
Absolutely illegal.
Yes, 100%. You are stupid. How could you do that? Like, why would you do that? You're a psycho. You're a freaking psychopath. How could you... Oh,
and
the fact that
YouTube's probably not going to do shit.
Oh no, because Miss SS Sniper, it was an honest mistake. She's got 30 plus million. I don't care how many subscribers she's got. She could have 100 million for all I care. When you dox somebody on that level, dude, that is dangerous, because it's not your main people, you know, your main fans that you have to worry about. It's the psychos who think that, oh, she posted this on Instagram, she wants me to kill him. Because there are people who will read into it too much and will think that. Especially when you have a fan base as large as SS Sniper Wolf does. Like 30 plus million subscribers. Which, the fact that
no fucking actual way would she ever live stream the front of her own house on Instagram.
Oh, hell no.
She fucking knows better, and she's being a fucking C-word about it.
Yes. Can't figure that out. Starts with C, rhymes with runt. You'll figure it out. But
now, I know that is a word that is typically frowned upon calling a woman, but as I always say, I calls them as I sees them.
Yeah. So
when someone acts like one, I will call them one.
Exactly. And he doesn't use that word lightly.
No.
At all. Like, I've heard you use it, like, maybe for whenever describing a person that deserves it.
I only use that word when usually someone is being a complete heinous piece of shit. So.
Yes. And in this case, SS Sniper Wolf is being a completely unhinged, heinous piece of shit. And she deserves to be called that. And here's the thing. You Wolfie fans out there, Here's the problem that you need to accept whenever it comes to SS Sniper Wolf and you standing for her. She will never, ever fuck you. She is never going to get with you. Period. You can stand all you want. You can post howling emojis in the comment section as much as you want. It will never change the fact she is never going to fuck you. She is never even going to know your name. She is never even going to even think about you in the slightest. Mm-hmm. She does not care. So get over yourselves and move on with your lives. All I gotta say. Period. End of conversation.
This guy commented, and now I'm outside his mother's home. First! And what makes it...
We say all that shit and then that happens. Holy fuck.
Oh, James read our mind.
Whoa.
From the past.
Oof.
Also, I bet James had animated this by the time what just happened with Sniper Wolf happened.
Yes.
So,
oh my gosh.
Way to definitely be relevant to current events without meaning to, you know?
Oh yeah. Holy shit. Okay.
Worse is you don't know if the comment you're reading is from an adult or a 13-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's a real, or if it's an actual comment or a troll. Because that's, I've been lured in with trolls a few times. And I gotta tell you, when you're not in on the joke and the troll, and you keep feeding the troll, it only gets worse.
My whole problem is that usually when I'm arguing with people, it's on Facebook. And so then I can see that this is an actual adult person that has somehow failed to connect the left and right half of his brain long enough to think about a situation for 2 seconds before saying some dumbass shit.
Yeah,
it makes me lose faith for humanity quicker because I'm like, this is not like a dumb kid. This is an adult. This person has kids. I have fear for the world.
Your level of dumbassery is showing. Please proceed to shut your mouth, please.
And yes, that matters because 13-year-olds aren't people. And the third...
Wow. I hope your 13-year-old audience gets the joke there.
I hope so, too.
Actually saying that.
Also, James, I guess James just skipped from 12 to 14. I guess we all did. Because I'm a real human person. At least you all think I am. Have you met me in real life? Am I a real person?
Or
are you a real person?
AI.
Or is everything you're seeing right now just artificial intelligence?
You're welcome for the existential dread.
And nothing matters. Everything is a lie. Anyway, back to the video.
Except for your My Little Pony fandom, that definitely matters.
Wrapping it back around.
Keep telling yourself that.
Reason why comment sections are so toxic? Sometimes people just want to make you angry. You know, they wrestle your jimmies.
People are assholes.
They do a little trolling.
Yes.
I'm not saying all negative comments are trolls. You can have your genuine criticisms.
Valid criticisms.
But
see, I'm all about valid criticisms. There are people who've had valid criticisms about us in the past, and I accept them. I accept the fact that, we're not some people's cup of tea. That's fine. And they can have these criticisms about us. But the very moment someone's just like, yeah, you're fat losers who steal other people's content, this and that, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, I'm sorry, but when you start your criticism by calling us fat losers, it's like, you sort of just, you've resorted to ad hominems way too soon in your criticism. You should have started with, you steal people's videos, which... I heard people say is a valid criticism against reaction videos, in which the truth is, it's legal gray area of fair use whenever it gets fleshed out. Plus, from what I've heard, James is 100% okay with people reacting to his stuff. And plus, these are all requests. That's the thing. If you, requests are something that we take very seriously, and we want people to enjoy whenever we do these requests.
Plus, we don't run the entire video, beginning to end, taking up the entire screen.
Yeah, I mean, we do have this.
Not stop to add any commentary.
We could just do it like this all the time. We could just do it like this.
And we could just not pause it, and we could just sit here and watch it, and it'd be like, cool, that was a good video.
Yeah, cool, good video. Thanks again. And instead,
because apparently that works for some people.
Yes. Oh, it works for
only
XQC.
people that already had huge fan bases, or you know,
it works for XQC. Works for Hassan. Works for it works for a lot of people.
Sniper Wolf.
Oh God. Anyway,
we've all seen comments that are just trying to stir the pot. You know?
Yes.
It doesn't matter how thought out or
correct
your response to a troll comment is. As soon as you respond, you've stooped down to their level and lost.
Yes. That's how trolls do it. They will fight you until they drag you down to their level, and they'll win. Every time.
The number 4 reason that I just thought of is because I think people can forget that behind these comments and profile pictures is a real person with emotions. Ian Hecox from Smosh made an analogy I really liked, that reading negative comments is like boxing. When you read a negative comment, it's like getting punched in the face. But with training, you can build your stamina to learn techniques and blocks to reduce the damage a punch would do to you.
Yeah. Also, James getting like just blasted in the face. Dude. You should have picked a different opponent.
I 100% know what he's talking about, because there are people who have suddenly gotten backlash for something, and usually not even deserved.
Yeah.
That I can think of that have just let that deter them from continuing to create. Like, they just quit.
Yeah.
And that makes me sad, because I'm just like, man, I know the people in the comments are being dickheads about these things, but you got to keep in mind, you're never going to meet them in real life. It really doesn't matter that much what they think about you.
No, it doesn't. And I guarantee you, most of these people are cowards, and if they ever did, like, see you at a convention or had to meet you in real life, they would either avoid you or they would fake it and just be like, oh, hey, I've seen all your videos. I'm a huge fan. Can I have your autograph?
Never once, like, mentioned they've left shitty-ass comments on your videos before.
And also, it'd be hilarious if someone had their, like a full picture of their face as like their profile on YouTube when they left an angry comment or a mean comment or something like
so
that.
So that you can tell it's
exactly.
Them.
And that way it'd just be like,
it's like, oh,
it's just like
they recognized me.
It's like, wait a second, our reaction to Saitama vs. Popeye. Hold on. Yeah, you told my mother to get cancer.
I'm not gonna sign your shit.
No, you're an asshole.
At the end of the day, you're still boxing, and there's only so many punches to the face you can.
Also, love that the green one down here is literally punching him in the junk.
He keeps punching me in the dick. Why does he keep punching me in the dick?
I just imagine that scene from Dumb and Dumber with Jim Carrey doing the speed bag on the guy's nuts. he's like, and then just bites into it. I was like, yes. I love Jim Carrey.
Can take before you have to tap out. I can read 100 positive comments and 1 negative one, and it's the negative comment that'll stick in my brain. I would be lying.
But it doesn't have to. That's the thing I always tell people who are wanting to get into content creation or wanting to be a personality online. You have to let the negative stuff not sink in so much. Whenever someone critiques you, take that in stride. Take it in stride, learn from it, get better. But if someone's just out there just going like, Irvid bad, stop posting, wasting time. It's like, why would you listen to this person? Why would you let them win? Don't let them win. Instead, literally do the exact opposite. Get better. Do more. And by the time you have 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers, you've pulled in that many people who wish to see your stuff. You can literally look back on the comment and say, yeah, he was wrong. Turns out there's actually quite a few people out there who like what I do. It's just like whenever I look down and I see that 285,000 subscribers that we have on our channel, and I'm just like, damn, all the negative stuff out there people have said about us, and there's still a good ragtag group of crazy people on the internet who somehow seem to like us.
But I get what he means, though, especially with my Facebook arguing I'll occasionally, engage in. Yeah. Usually, I am pretty dang good at just roasting the shit out of people, and I end up,
Yeah,
they get ratioed, and I get a lot of likes for it. But I still end up thinking about it all day. Like, I still, like, right now, I remember the last guy this happened with because he called me a fucking beta male, and he said, like, I'm an alpha male, and I'm just like, you're fucking... your fucking joke is what
I was going to say, my joke back to that would be, it's just like,
it's like, cool, bro, you can lift a lot. It doesn't make your dick any bigger. Sorry.
No, here would be mine. It'd be like, no true alpha male would ever have to self-confirm that they are an alpha male.
Exactly.
It's like, you literally are outing yourself as a beta by saying, like, I'm an alpha male. It's like, dude, you literally just outed yourself. Congratulations, you played yourself. I'd send the DJ Khaled memes like, congratulations, you played yourself.
Pretty much.
If I said I never got hurt by a comment. And I know I'm not the only one who feels this way because there's a word for it. In psychology, there's things called cognitive distortions, which are times when our brain thinks in unhealthy ways, like catastrophizing, overgeneralization, or depersonalization. And one of these distortions is called selective abstraction, which is when we focus on one detail taken out of context and ignore all the other more important details. And it's not exclusive to reading comments either. It's the same thing when you're hanging out with friends and you make one awkward joke and you focus on that for the rest of the night.
Yeah. And then you think to yourself, "Wow, my friends must hate me now. I'm just gonna stop I'm just gonna stop talking to them because they're probably annoyed with me. You know, and I'm probably just gonna stop talking to everybody because I'm such an inconvenience on everybody."
It doesn't help me that I both have anxiety and have personal experience where I did actually like say something that I'm like, I probably shouldn't have said that, and then had people like distance themselves from me afterwards.
Ooh.
And I'm just kind of like, they probably don't hang out with me anymore because they think I'm weird because, like, I said one thing that, like, came off probably slightly wrong, I guess.
Yeah, probably.
And I just hate that. Like, I over self-monitor, like, really bad because of my anxiety, and, like, try not to say anything I think would make people think I'm weird anymore. Like, I try to learn from it, but I always have it in the back of my mind, don't say weird shit.
Don't do it. Don't do weird things.
And ignore all the other good interactions you had. So how do we stop this flawed way of thinking? I'm asking you. I don't know.
That's the fun part. You don't.
Well, the thing is, unfortunately, when it comes to a lot of people out there with like their mental habits and everything, there really is no stopping it. Unfortunately, that's just a hard truth of the matter. But in terms of trying to condition yourself, I mean, in Hickox's way of talking about it, I really enjoy, like, it. I would really say that the best way to do it is just go how Ian does it and just temper yourself to these things, and it'll affect you less as time goes on. And eventually, whenever you get out of content creation or you retire and stuff like that, then none of that shit will matter anymore. And you basically have conditioned yourself, and you basically, from then on, you can just be like, huh, I don't have to deal with that crap anymore. And me thinking about it, hindsight is 2020. Be like, and me thinking about it in hindsight, I see, yeah, I've never met that person before, and that person's probably an idiot. I mean, I don't know. There's a lot of things that you can do to get yourself in a good mindset to where that shit won't bother you anymore. But I don't know. It's weird. All right. Anyway, back to the video.
Leave a comment. Sometimes we're able to laugh off mean comments, but I think everyone has at least one comment that got to them. For me, it's always the comments about things I'm insecure about, or the comments saying things about me that are objectively wrong. Unfortunately, the only solution to deal with toxic comments is to just ignore them. Don't even let them take up space in your brain. If you're going to put yourself on the internet, expect to see the good and the very, very bad.
One thing that I've actually found is a little more satisfying to me than actually arguing with idiot toxic people is when I do have the power to just erase what they said.
Yeah.
Kick them out. Like, it's pretty satisfying sometimes to just see a comment that's, like, blatantly wrong. Like, oh, blah, blah, and, like, has, like, the KYS in it and stuff, you know? and then just be like, bye.
Yeah.
Like, and then it actually doesn't sit in my brain as bad either after that. It's like a satisfaction and a closure at the same time. It's like, I will never have to hear from this idiot
you're
ever
basically
again.
Thanos snapping that one person
goodbye.
out of existence.
Like, I argued with someone one time on our Discord, and I actually got like a nickname, or like a meme made about me because I was defending our LGBTQ friends from a guy that came in and it was just like, I am homophobic. And I was just like, I am genuinely curious as to why someone would actually openly state this in this day and age. And so I like tried to talk to him for a minute. I was like, why would you say that? Like, are you actually, do you understand what that means? Like, you know, I'm like, let's make sure we're on the same page, that you realize what you are saying right now. And like, sure enough, the guy's like, no, I'm just openly homophobic. I don't think people should be gay. And I'm just like, I'm going to ban you, but I'm going to like just say, like, you know, you need to change how you're thinking about stuff because this is so ridiculous, man.
I agree.
And pretty much I was like, all right, so bye, basically, and then ban them after talking to them about it. I tried like a little bit to like convince them that their way of thinking was just backwards ass, you know?
Yeah.
But like I still banned them afterwards, and like they made a meme. It was like homophobes, and it was like Nick defending the homies from the homophobes, you know?
Yeah, I can just see it now. You're just like got the big shield like with the Renegade R on it, and your hand.
Well, and the dude tried to argue with me. He's like, I should have a right to like think how I want and like be here, and like it's like you're being the asshole for saying that I can't think that way, and I'm just like, no, you're totally free to think that way. We just don't want to be around you if you do.
Well, and here's the thing: you're free to think that way. However, you know, the vitriol.
We're also free to not associate you with you and tell you you're not welcome here because you think that way.
Yeah, and look, I'm not saying that people don't have the right to think the way they think. They're perfectly within their rights to think the way they want to. But that does not trump everyone else's right to be able to live their lives without having to worry about nonsense like that. And also, it's our private Discord. Mm-hmm. If you want to go to a place where people are openly homophobic, then form your own Discord and call it, you know, homophobes welcome. And basically just do that.
It's going to get shut down.
Oh, it will. It will. Discord will not tolerate that.
It's like nobody's going to tolerate you just being openly hateful to people. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's just not how it's going to work. I'm actually not sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry, you know. Like, if you're openly hateful to other people, like, you've done this to yourself, man.
Yeah. You're the one who is insecure about having to deal with other people who are
don't
different than
bitch
you.
when people tell you to go get fucked. Like, if you're going to be an asshole.
Anyway.
You're not going to please everyone, and you don't need everyone's approval.
Exactly.
So thank you, 0.5% of people who leave positive comments on internet videos. Us lurkers might not get involved in the conversation, but we sure do love watching the conversation happen from the sidelines. And now that you've watched this YouTube video, let's go see what other people who've watched this YouTube video are talking about.
This is Bob. Copy and paste.
Who's this Bob guy?
I hate when shit like that happens, dude. It's
yeah.
Like, why are you hijacking the comment section with your nonsense? Like,
because they can. Sheesh. All right.
It's me, James. Thank you so much for watching a video about the comment section. I'm really looking forward to reading the comments on this video. Have any of you ever left a comment on a YouTube video? Let me know in the comment box down below. Also, I'm excited to announce that the graphic novel for Oddballs has been released. You can get yourself a copy at Target, Walmart, or my website. Once again, I have to give a big thanks to my amazing team who did such an incredible job, especially David Toons. He's just like super, super talented.
Like, at first I was like, is he having someone else do his outro? And then like his accent broke, and I was like, no, for some reason he's just doing an accent. I'm not sure who he's making fun of.
No, I think this is actually
attributing rather.
Like, listen.
Or my website. Once again, I have to give a big thanks to my amazing team who did such an incredible job, especially David Toons.
David Toons. I wonder if
he's just like super, super talented. And with that, all I have.
Maybe that is David.
David, I think that might be David Tunes.
It sounded like the accent broke for a second, though, is what I was wondering. But maybe he just has kind of a dual accent thing going on.
Maybe. Sort of like Rost from like Rubber Ninja.
Is wear your seatbelts, mates.
First.
Okay.
It might have been like a situation where he was like, hey, I don't have time and I forgot to record the outro. Could you re-record the outro for me? And he's like, sure, I'll do it. That's what he went with.
Okay. Australia. Yep.
Makes sense.
I think this is David Tunes. Also, David's got his persona.
It looks like a Pokemon to me.
Also, he's a cleanup artist for Hell of a Boss.
Oh.
That is.
Don't worry, Oz. I'll be super low key.
That's cool.
Nobody will notice me.
Hurry up!
That's actually really cool.
Very nice.
Damn. James, you got some talented people working for you, bro. Alright. Anyway. David Tunes. Yeah, that's the person I think who was
He's
doing
also done some Oni plays animated, apparently.
Oh, gosh. As the movie Bullman.
Look a bull. Bull, man.
Look a bull. Bullman. Yeah. That's definitely Tom Scott cracking up with that shit. Bullman. Anyway. So yeah, we're going to end it here, everybody. We spent 51 minutes on a 9-minute video.
Can't say we weren't transformative to an extent.
Oh, I know that right there, ladies and gentlemen, was what I think some people will do whenever they see that our reaction to this is, actually it's going to be 52 minutes plus whenever they see this, because it's just going to be...
I mean, you can always go back through and cut some of the more controversial things we were talking about and leave them as Patreon bonuses.
I could, yeah.
And shorten it a little bit.
I could. We'll see.
But will he?
Post-production Nate says no. But I know
you could send it to me if you really don't want to, and I could do it.
No, it's fine. It's fine. There's stuff I am going to have to cut. You know, that one part where I said that about that comment one time, which... Ugh.
I guess it's up to you whether you want pissed off bronies in the comments on this video, too. So.
We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, so that's going to do it, everyone. Thank you all very much for tuning in. This was The Odd Ones Out with the comment section. And also, if you want to see more from The Odd Ones Out, feel free to click James's profile name in the title of the video. And if you want to see more from us, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell. Y'all know the whole gist. And I guess until next time, I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
Y'all be good people, and be sure to wear your seatbelt.